Yo, it's me, Tyler. I'm back in a little silly hat. I'm going to talk to you about some One Piece. And today's video, and as well as the next three, hopefully, I can put them out soon, quick enough. I'm going to be revisiting Road to Laugh Tale because Egghead is nearing its end. We're very close to going to our next island. Hopefully, Elbaf. It better be Elbaf. I'm going to kick some cans if it's not. But I hadn't realized until I started looking at Road to Laugh Tale. These came out 2 years ago. It's been 2 years. Road to Laugh Tale Part 1 came out at the end of June 2022. That's so long ago. It doesn't feel like that long ago, which is crazy. But it was Oda's first month break since Marineford, a decade earlier. So, man deserves his break. But also, he went to South Africa to go check on the One Piece live action. So the editors and Oda knew that we'd be clamoring for some One Piece content, right? So they put together the Road to Laugh Tale for us. I just wanted to revisit it since it's been so long. And I have found some interesting things to talk about that wouldn't really make it to full videos. So that's when I was inspired to make a little recap where I answer some questions that I had, or like pose some questions to you guys that I had while revisiting Road to Laugh Tale. This hat is too small for me. So that's why it is sitting weird on my head. I apologize. It usually sits on that dog up there. So Road to Laugh Tale, it opens talking about Roger. And they give us super sweet double-page timeline of Roger's whole adventure. While reading it, I was looking through it. And 24 years ago, Roger had a conversation with Whitebeard where they talk about the One Piece and the Will of D, especially. And we see this flashback when Whitebeard is dying at Marineford with Teach right in front of him. And Whitebeard goes, "You're not the man he's waiting for." And they're talking about the Will of D in this flashback. So at the time, I feel like the audience was thinking, Whitebeard is talking about Roger. Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, is not the man that Roger was waiting for. But now that we're 2024, I think Whitebeard was probably talking about Joy Boy. Because we hadn't heard of Joy Boy at the time. And I think because Roger said that he was too early to get to Laugh Tale. And I feel like if somebody is also too early, I feel like Roger also wasn't the man that Joy Boy was waiting for. If you understand what I'm saying here. Because Roger says himself that he was too early. So it just kind of recontextualizes that scene for me. I don't know. It's great to do rereads because hindsight is 2020. Moving on from that, we've got another, on the next page, we talk about how to get to Laugh Tale. We get like a half page about poneglyphs, the types of poneglyphs, types of information that are on them. But before that, at the top of the page, I'll throw up a screenshot. We get a little blurb from whoever wrote this. I apologize, I'm looking at the direct quote here. "Where the One Piece is said to reside, let's take a look at the poneglyphs, our sole clue for finding Laugh Tale." Okay, let me read you another quote from Luffy. "It looks like Fishman Island, Luffy." He said, "So it's finally time, the place where we might find or might not find the One Piece." Those two quotes next to each other, they gave me some pause, because why would the One Piece not be at Laugh Tale? This whole story, we're under the assumption that Laugh Tale and the One Piece are in the same location. They're like Laugh Tale's the island and the One Piece is on the island. But these two quotes, they make me feel weird about it, because like what if Luffy isn't the first to get to Laugh Tale and the One Piece has already been taken away by like Buggy or Blackbeard or something. But like Blackbeard or Buggy doesn't announce it to the world that they got there first, or just some other crew might have discovered this island and taken it away already in the time that Roger got there and then Luffy gets there. Or maybe there's another poneglyph on Laugh Tale that says that the One Piece is 1,000 meters east under the sea or something like that. Because during the Void Century, water levels weren't as high. So it could be under the water. The One Piece could be under the water, or Laugh Tale itself. It might have not been as high of a peak of a mountain to have survived the 200-meter sea level rise. Laugh-Tale could be underwater. The One Piece could be underwater, for all we know. So on the very next page, they tell us where Roger found all of his road poneglyphs, or all of his copies, where he got all of them from. And then right below that, they talk about the status of where all the current road poneglyph stones are at as well. But I did notice something that's a little interesting. So Roger himself says that he got the Whole Cake Island, where it currently resides, that poneglyph. He just stole it from Linlin. He snuck into wherever she was holding the poneglyph at, and he got a rubbing, and then he skedaddled. Which, earlier in a previous video, I said that I didn't know where he got it from. I just forgot. That's my bad. So he got it from under her nose, and then he also got the one from Zoe because he met Odin. Or, well, the minx showed him. And then there's the other one from Wano, which is another easy layup for Roger because Odin just went inside and then came back out to continue the adventure. And then there's the one at Fishman Island. The road poneglyph at Fishman Island sits next to the blue poneglyph. I think it's a Rio poneglyph, to be more specific. That has the letter from Joy Boy apologizing to, I think it was Neptune, like whoever was currently the Neptune mermaid princess, that he could not come back and fulfill his obligation or promise to them and to use the Noah. And I was thinking about the locations, those 3 locations. I was thinking about where the road poneglyphs resided. So these poneglyphs, I was thinking about, they had to have been placed here, right? We know that the poneglyphs were scattered all over the world by the ancient kingdom, which there's a theory that some people think that like Nefertari D. Lily had the pawpaw fruit and like launched them all over the world. I think that could be pretty cool. I think I kind of subscribe to that, I'll be honest. Regardless, why were these places chosen? We know that Zoe has had their poneglyph since the Void Century. And then we also know that the Fishman Island people they've had their poneglyphs since the Void Century as well. And there's 2 of them. There's the road poneglyph that leads to Laugh-Tale, and then there's the apology letter that Joy Boy left for the previous ancient weapon mermaid princess of that time, apologizing for unable to fulfill his promise of rescuing the fishmen on the Noah. And then we've got the one on Wano, which is held by the Kozuki clan. And we know that the Kozuki clan was important to the ancient kingdom. And, you know, we know that the Kozuki clan were the ones who carved these poneglyphs as well. And presumably created the language. And, you know, they passed that down from person to person. That's why Odin can read them. All 3 of those that I mentioned were 3 groups of people that were important to the ancient kingdom. So where did Big Mom get hers? I hope that later in a flashback, in like the ancient kingdom flashback, we find out where Big Mom, or at least where Big Mom's poneglyph, who that was entrusted to, which group of people that was entrusted to. Because maybe the Lunarians. That would be crazy. That would be dude, I just thought of that. What if the Lunarians were wiped out because they held that poneglyph? Or maybe they were at least entrusted with it, because I feel like the Lunarians would have been allies to Joy Boy. Maybe the ancient kingdom wanted these people to have them because whoever would be able to reunite all of these people would be the person, like the best pick to be the next Joy Boy or the next like hero of the world, to be able to unite all these people again. I just found that crazy interesting, and that's a connection that I haven't seen anyone talk about. Maybe that's a Tyler original thought. I hope so. I hope we go somewhere with this. So on the next double page, they talk a lot about rocks, and a lot of this information is kind of, I don't know, I didn't really find it too interesting. If like I couldn't get anything new out of it. We haven't really expanded on who Rox is as a character yet. He's still a silhouetted individual. So Oda will be talking about him later at some point, or just keep him a mystery forever. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the next arc, I'll come back and I'll have more to say about this. But I don't know. I don't really have much to say. The rest of the Road to Laugh-Tale is full of like concept art or like chapter sketches, and it's cool. It's cool, but as a theory guy, not too interesting. But I did find something a little interesting. There's when the three captains show up to the rooftop in Wano, there was gonna be more characters than Luffy, Law, and Kid, Zoro, and Killer. But apparently, Nami was supposed to be up there too, as well as Beppo and some of Kid's other fodder pirates, you know? I'm kidding. But it would have been crazy if, because it looks like Zoro still ends up on the rooftop the same way, like getting thrown by Marco. I'm looking at it here on a monitor. But Nami was supposed to be up there, which is crazy. It's crazy. Wait, Nami on the rooftop and Beppo? I have no idea how that would have played out. No clue. I think that's crazy that Oda had that idea to put them up there, because I think that would have been sick. But I don't know how that would have played out. But it's just something I wanted to share if you also forgot about it or didn't know about that. That's about it. That's my thoughts on Road to Laugh Tale Part 1. I will be doing more of these. So subscribe, like the video, comment maybe. I love the comments. Makes me feel like I'm making this for people, you know, rather than just myself. And that makes me feel good. So, you know, subscribe, like, whatever. Do what you want. I won't stop you. But yeah, later.